This team could put some runs up on the board. So if his club could score early, it could take some of the pressure off of him and allow him to get in the strike zone.
Now we've got a moment to take a look at the lineup for the Brewers.
You know, Gary, take a look at this lineup, loaded with power hitters and some guys who can drive the ball out of the ballpark. A lot of threats to put runs on the board.
Leadoff man in the box. He's the game's first batter, and we're ready to get things started.
Number 2.
Here's the pitch. He makes contact, line drive. And he's on. First batter up. That could be a good sign offensively. Got a chance to check out the Nationals now. Let's see what their defense lines up at. Any picks, John?
Well, Jason Worth is the best center fielder that's playing right field in all of baseball. I think you can put Jason in any outfield position, and he's going to be the best at that position. So great of an athlete, fundamentally sound. But what I like about him is the way he goes for balls that are down the line, that hit off the sidewall and kick back out. He plays caroms better than any outfielder in baseball.
First pitch, a slider for a called strike.
You got the hitter down in the hole. You know he struggles with sliders when he's behind in the count. You got to throw him a slider.
Low for a ball, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 with a swing and a miss and a fastball. Got him on the splitter. One away.
A good pitch right at the knees there. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
Third baseman up. One out, man on first. Swing, hot shot. Wow, that was close. Right back up the middle. Almost got him.
The infield played it deep like they knew he was going to swing away. He did, but was still able to find the hole.
And the cleanup man stands in.
You guys, take a look. And the Milwaukee Brewers only one of 3 teams in the NL Central and West that had a winning record against the National League East, going 20-14 against the East teams.
Curveball just misses. 1-0. Funny thing about that record against the East by the Brewers, while it was 20-14, Steve, they actually only had winning records against the Marlins and Mets.
And those 2 series, though, lopsided enough, especially against the Marlins. The Brewers were 7-0 against them, dominating them in the series, and that made up for the losses against the rest of the division.
The 1-2 on its way. Fastball got him 2 down.
Here's the four-seam fastball coming at you in K-Cam. Get a better look.
Good job of keeping him guessing by changing speeds out there.
Boy, John, you saw the effect of that swing. He wasn't even in the same time zone.
But going from off-speed to a heater like that is never easy, and even guys that make the big bucks have a hard time adjusting.
It's going to be Perez now. Paints the lower outside corner. Call strike 1.
I have to go out of the strike zone here on the 0-1 count. He tends to be very aggressive here. See if you can't get him to chase.
He fouls that one off. There's a swing, a high pop-up behind second. And there's the third out. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. And Tim Dillard is the pitcher. Milwaukee has him starting. And Steve, what's he looking at as he sees this Washington lineup?
Now, the scouting report against this lineup is if you execute your pitches, hit your spots, keep the ball down to the zone, you can shut them down. And with a quality left-hander like this on the mound, he shouldn't have too much difficulty.
And he leaves that one alone. Mike Cameron, that patience gets the count even.
The slider can be most effective in a fastball count 1-1. Oftentimes the hitter might look fastball. The slider can fool him.
Strike 3. Mike Cameron swinging through it, sends him out of there.
Well, they went soft for 2 strikes. They go to the changeup, completely fooling the hitter. Struck him out.
So with 1 down, let's watch Jason Worth.
Well, last year the Nationals had their best ever showing in their short history, a 3rd-place finish in the National League East. Doesn't sound like much, but it's a step forward, and really the first time they've shown some challenge since they were called the Montreal Expos.
And certainly with the younger players who are coming in and some players back who you know are going to be starters, it gives them a little better starting position in the season.
And listen,
there's a swing and a long high drive hit deep to right center field, and goodbye home run. The Washington Nationals are on the scoreboard. The first run of the ball game. You'll have to get that on the big fly ball and a 1-0 lead. And that run comes around to score a solo homer. And take a look at how that affects the WPA chart.
A great piece of hitting right there. He turns on that one, rotates the hips, and drives the ball.
And that's going to give them the lead here, and an early lead.
I'm going to see if they can tack on a few more here in the first to put the pressure on.
Here's the lineup for the Nationals. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, every lineup needs consistency, and that's what Adam LaRoche brings to the table. He's not going to be that over-the-top 40, 50 homer, 130, 140 RBI guy, but year in and year out, consistently around the 25 to 30 homer mark and 90 to 100 RBI mark.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. That one goes foul. A swing and a ball in high into the air. Right field. This one was crunched. That's a good time for a quick look at the Brewers and how they will be positioned on the diamond.
All right, take a look at this club defensively. The thing to remember is they're ranked in the bottom 5 for the total number of errors committed. That's a lot of mistakes and a lot of extra base runners and bases that they've given up.
2 outs in the box, Michael Morse. Swings and misses. The good change right there. 0-1.
Well, that's an awfully big hack for such a slow off-speed pitch. Came up empty.
And Rodriguez unable to find the strike zone.
I'm not sure I like this cut fastball up in the zone right here. It's a pitch you want to get down in the zone to run off the corners. Don't leave it over the plate.
There's a swing, line drive, center field, and that gets through for a base hit.
Now this pitch just cuts right over the heart of the plate, and the hitter handled it perfectly.
Number 2.
That's one of those where you've given in by making a bad pitch and really made it much easier for the hitter.
Yeah, he's better than that. Bear down.
In the box now, number 5 spot. Here's the delivery. First pitch, a slider outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Nice way to get things started in this one. The Washington Nationals are ahead 1-0.
For the Milwaukee
For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. That one goes foul. Oh! Here's the pitch. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. And he fouls off another one. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. That's one away.
Milwaukee Brewers, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Yeah, we got Contreras batting. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup.
And it's through. That's a base hit.
A good piece of hitting right there with one out. Now let's see what they can do with him now that they've got a man on first.
And in the batter's box, it's Abreu. Back up the middle. Oh, my. How did he get out of the way of that? Those are scary. Tremendous situation now for Milwaukee.
Well, anytime you can get a guy on base who can steal bases, it puts so much pressure on the opponent. Let's see if they can get him around to score a run.
And time is called. So we're going to see if they want to make a move here or just buy a little time.
They're going to make the switch right now. It's going to be interesting to see which way they go.
On the mound, we've got Ryan Perry. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
But Gary, I tell you, I probably would have let this starter go a little bit longer. I mean, better safe than sorry, but why burn the bullpen this early in the game if you don't have to? Save them, keep them fresh, make them right for the end of the game.
Line foul towards third. Here's the delivery. On the ground to third. To second for one. And two. They pull out the double play. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. No runs yet for Milwaukee. Due up 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. Anthony up now. Now let's take a moment here to see the breakdown of the pitches that have yielded hits. Swings, and there's a drive high in the air. Gone, a home run. So that narrow 1-run lead is now doubled on one swing of the bat as he got it out of here.
Well, another home run right there. That's 2 now. So really this lineup looking like they're getting very comfortable. I gotta love the approach of the Nationals right here, Gary. They're approaching it exactly the right way.
And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Rodriguez. 0-1. And the home run there, Steve, the pitcher's going to have to be very careful now.
Well, that's right. Damage control is critical. You don't want this inning to get out of control.
And it's starting to head out towards the wall. He's thinking extra bases. Pulls into second with that double, so he's in scoring position now with nobody out.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
And by the way he went after that, smash towards the middle, and that's going to be another hit for them. Smith's trying for the plate, and he's in there.
Clearly, he's starting to wear down out there. 3 straight hits against him. He doesn't have the velocity or the bite on his pitches that he had earlier in the game.
And it's the number 9 spot. And they've not had to struggle here at the plate in this game. They just keep building on this lead.
Well, that last hit puts a little bit more daylight in this lead right now, Gary. They keep tacking on early.
And another. Wow, that hitting coach is smiling. And that will bring Mike Cameron to the plate.
Well, the pitcher's got to be thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get an out? That's now 4 straight hits he's given him.
Hit sharply towards the hole. And that will bring a run in. And they're behind in this ball game, and by the looks of things, they got a starter out there who's tired.
There's no question about it. I think they have to strongly consider making a move here as we see him before our eyes running out of gas.
So the rally here, swings, hits this one pretty well, deep right center. 1 down, and they'll try and hold the runners second and first. They stay.
Coming to bat for the Washington Nationals. Right fielder.
Number 3 slot up again here. Last time up, flew out. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Now the first pitch. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Hit up the middle. And another hit. Oh my, this clinic's just beginning. The throw. And they will tag him out near second. And he scores from second base. And he is tagged out near second. So they add a 4 spot here to extend their lead even further. Washington out in front by 5.
At the plate, Milwaukee.
And if you were just tuning in, hi, Gary. Thorne, along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And Tyler Clippard gets ready to throw. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Now there's going to be some tired arms in that bullpen tomorrow, putting an awful lot of pressure on tomorrow's starter because they're going to burn through this pen today.
Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
Hit on the ground over to shortstop. Number 7. In time for the out.
Milwaukee Brewers. Second baseman, number 10.
Jimenez at the plate. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. He sends this one in the air towards center.
At the
2
plate
away.
for the Milwaukee Brewers. Third baseman, number 7.
In the box there, third baseman. He singled his last trip. And a fly ball could be the last out. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
Well, they've been a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
Now let's take a look back on this ball game and see who our player of the game is.
Well, you know what they say, that everyone loves to see the long ball when you come to a game, and he certainly gave the fans what they wanted to see. He's got to be feeling pretty good about himself.
And Steve, they're able to win this game rather handily. A little bit of home cooking here that was right on from the beginning.
Now, Gary, as a player, you always like having the 10th man out there, and these fans provided that today. They were into it.
And until next time, this is Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We catch you at the yard.